Hello everybody and welcome to the final sprints of GameNightAthon. So we have 5 hours left before GameNightAthon is over. I'm still hoping to do quite some reading, so we'll see whether I'm able to. This will be at least a 3-hour live show. I will try to make it until midnight, but I make no promises. Also, welcome to anybody who is here from Camp Enchanted, which is the readathon that just started. If you don't know anything more about it, hopefully somebody will drop a link now. Though actually nobody has the authorization to drop links on my stream, I guess. So I will have to drop it. But I will do that during the first sprints. So, how are you guys doing? I am in the middle of Kushiel's Scion, which is my choice for an over 500-page book, but I will definitely not be reading 500 pages in it. But the hope is to read 300 pages in it. I've just crossed the 200-page mark. It is a slow read, so I don't know. We will see. I will see how far I get in the first few sprints. If need be, I can switch over to something else. I also hopefully still have time to read Buffy Volume 3. Because that would just be more ideal, because more points. But let's welcome the gang. Hello, Josephine. Hey, Judith. Hello, Natalie. Directly hopping over from the other sprints. Nice. I love sprint playlists. They're so easy indeed. Hello, Evke. Hello, Denise. Hello. I saw that you finally submitted your reads. Congratulations on completing the board. Waiting on my vegetarian pizza. But that is going to be lovely. Hello, so already I have 90 pages left. You've got this. Hello, Rosie. Buffy. Yes, she is here to welcome us all into the sprints. I'm excited to read more. Already read 80 pages today, but first I need to walk my dog and feed the kittens. Yeah, I've read a lot today, I think. So 100 pages in Kushi. No, actually, I didn't read that much. I just read 100 pages in Kushiel's. I read 100 pages in Kushiel's Scion, and I just listened to Legends and Lattes while cooking, of which I read 49 pages. So I guess at some point I'm going to try to fit in another chapter of that as well, so that I can at least count it for a space. Still need to read 200 pages today. Wow. I've already ticked off all the boxes, so maybe it's better to switch to another book for more points. That's also an option. Yeah, I'm for Kushiel Scion, I have a 6-space cluster now. I only need the 4 in order to complete the columns that I want, but it is also a color that I'm trying to still completely cross off. In order to do that, though, I still need to read. Do I still need to read Buffy Volume 3? No, Buffy Volume 3 is for another color, right? So, yeah, I just need to finish 100 pages in Kushiel Scion, or another option would be for me to read Angel Volume 2 and Buffy Volume 3, and then Angel Volume 2 can count for the 2 spaces that otherwise those 100 pages in Kushiel Scion would count for. So I will spend the first few sprints on Kushiel Scion, and if I don't get far enough into it in those 2 sprints, then I'll take the safe road and switch over to Buffy and Angel. I spent all day yesterday finishing a romance series, so I'm behind for today. Okay, cat attack. I finished the board and logged everything yesterday. Yes, I saw. Just over 100 pages of Legends and Lattes left, so trying to finish it. Nice. So I just started it. It is on my August TBR as well. So I needed an audiobook for cooking, and then I was like, okay, fine. I guess we'll start Legends and Lattes, because I didn't want to start Ship of Destiny while I'm still reading Kushiel Scion. Hello, Ruff. So now I have to figure out my TBR for August. Yeah, I have already figured it out, and I should tomorrow I should edit that video so that it can go up. Trying to get further in the Oxford Handbook on Parasocial Experiences. 90 pages left. Nice. I have 85 pages left in my last book, which I already submitted, so I didn't forget. Lol. So if I started a book and only read 50 pages but won't finish it today, I can still count it from one field. Exactly. Like I will be counting Kushil Cyan for like either 4 or 6 spaces, depending on how far I get. War and Peace is also not finished. For that, I will be counting 3 spaces, and then potentially Legends and Lattes 1 space, and all 3 of those books will still be ongoing after tonight. But you are perfectly allowed to do that. My goal is to get through most of Wolf Willow Witch. In case you didn't notice, there's a weird sound outside, which is why Buffy reacted like that. My goal is to get through most of Wolf Willow Witch and then figure out if I can complete a blue book before the day is over as well. Nice. Yeah, I actually still need to figure out whether Legends and Lattice can actually count for anything, but it'll depend, I guess, on what route I go, because I think Angel Volume 2 is currently in as a mood read, so I could always use Legends and Lattice for that, for example. If I cannot get to Angel Volume 2. And then after that, even in the first, like, because then I go back to prompt 1, there's also a mood read option there. So I'll be able to at least use it for mood read if necessary. Yeah. But I've not been doing great with my 3 days of reading. I mean, I've been doing great actually, numbers wise, but in terms of the sheer amount of time I've had, it's like, yeah. But I know that about myself. I'm not a marathon reader. I cannot focus on reading for that amount of time. But it would have been better not to get sucked into like reaction videos the way that I did. So I watched like a whole ton of reaction videos to the Harry Potter movies. I have not consumed any Harry Potter in like 4 years time, and all of a sudden I saw like so much of it. And then now I was also watching like their reaction to Lord of the Rings, watching Lord of the Rings for the first time. So these are like holes that I just get sucked into. Buffy's saying you're doing great, human. She's encouraging me. You've got this. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, more cuddles. Oh, and a lick. Nice. Meanwhile, Faith has just like left the house. She was just like, let me get out of here because so that you guys can get nice and intimate over there. But yeah, what are you guys reading? Because I know how much you've got left, and I know that we've got Legends and Lattes. Wait, who was reading Legends and Lattes again? Elena, yes. What are the rest of you guys still reading? I think Yolene, you are currently reading A Spear Cuts Through Water, but you will potentially now change. Wait, this I have a comment I didn't read, right? I'm learning how West Wing and House of Cards influence political beliefs of audiences. It's suppressing. Oh, I actually loved West Wing, so kind of curious, like what I can see it, of course. Like it has a clear political agenda, of course. West Wing. Need to clean up the kitchen and look up what I can do with my leftover pomegranate pits. Nice. I never get pomegranates. There's just so much work, you know. And such a messy thing as well to clean out a pomegranates. Yeah, I saw that, right? Okay. Because now I'm wondering whether I've got the comments in the right order. After that, I'll continue Lumberjanes. Yeah, I will get to that in one of the remaining days of Camp Enchanted, and maybe tomorrow I can make like my gaming day or something, because tomorrow I still have a day off and you guys still have all day to submit, so I cannot really run the statistics yet or do any preparation for the concluding video. So maybe tomorrow can be like the day in which I try to earn the gaming badge. I do also need to go to the supermarket. Do need to go and buy a book for my mother. Need to edit that video, probably film a video. So I'm going to shower, put my TBR together, and read more of The Shadow Rising. Is that a Wheel of Time book? Because you've been reading that for a while, right? I really need to read Spear Cuts Through Water and all my other neglected books while in short book modes this month. Yeah. I also put all those long books to the side in order to try and now get through a lot of them in August, hopefully. Yeah, Spear Cuts Through Water, but I just realized I have to change since it's book 5 and I've read 300 pages of a book that counts for prompt 7, so I need to read for prompt 6. Exactly. That being said, let's go into our first sprint and we'll get back to the comments afterwards. Happy reading! So, how did we all do? I shared the link to the announcement video for Camp Enchantments, in case anybody was like doesn't know about it yet and was interested. Then you can go and check it out there. I am 30% into Kushiel's Scion. I believe I need to be on 39% in order for me to get to the 300 page mark. I read some 4%, I guess, I think, this time around. So should be doable in like another 3 sprints, perhaps. So I should be able to finish this and then probably still have time to do Buffy the Vampire Slayer as well. Though I think in principle I don't actually get much extra for Buffy the Vampire Slayer. With finishing Kushiel's Sign, I will get the columns I need and the color I need. But let's see where we were. I think I was here. I love pomegranate seeds in salad too. True. I always like a nice fruit in a salad type of thing, like mandarins, for example, in a salad, or peaches. Reading Nick and Charlie by Alice Oseman for Camp Enchanted. Nice. I have only read Loveless by her, but I do want to try more of their works. Pro tip, get a large bowl of water and peel the pomegranate in the water. No mess. Oh, okay, nice. Oh, hi, Faith. It's her turn now. Yeah, taking turns exactly. Now it's Buffy's turn again. Faith is just sitting over there on the sofa, but she's just out of view now. I really love pomegranate juice, but I don't think I have enough for that. I have half pomegranate left over, so maybe one glass. Yes, it is Wheel of Time. I always spread them out over 2 months. Nice. Yeah, Kushiel Sign is like a book that should have been fully in July, but that's now spread out over the two because of this readathon and me not wanting to read a 700-page book in order to only count 300 pages of it. I'll try to finish the Adventurers now. I'm halfway, and otherwise read Lumberjanes to see how many points I can get in the last night for Game-Nightathon. Exactly. My mom called and I read 20 pages. You're cute, thank you. You're more than welcome. 55 pages left in my book. Nice. That's definitely also getting done, right? Because you were at 90 before the sprint started. So 35, I guess, then, what you read now. So the second sprint, you like from now on, you'll get there. About 20 pages now, I'm learning about how parasocial experiences are used for marketing, which is also depressing. I mean, everything about this parasocial experiences seem to be horrible. Are there also some positives about parasocial relationships? I upgraded my Goodreads and Storygraph, logged all my missing books, and now started making dinner. Nice. I am very much behind on my Goodreads tracking. And the problem is I'm not really like on Storygraph. I'm just giving them a rating, but I'm not really writing a review. That's what I typically do on Goodreads. But because I'm so far behind on Goodreads, by the time I get to write my Goodreads review, it won't be as fresh in my mind anymore. I'm 2 chapters away from the end, so it seems I will have enough time for a blue book now just to figure out which one. Exactly, which prompt would be the blue book that you have to read next. Read about 36 pages of Nixon and Charlie. Nice. Hello, how is everyone doing? Hello, Barbara. I'm currently reading How to Almost Ruin Your Summer. Nice. I like that summer. That's title. Did I just say summer? Finished everything I needed in the spear. Now on to This Too Shall Burn. Nice. You can get back to the spear cuts through water tomorrow. I started Lumberjanes and it's weird. Oh, really? Okay. It intrigues me now. Now I'm like, what's weird about it? My heat transfer foil for making t-shirts has arrived, so I was distracted again. It's your crafts time. Got to 65% of Nothing But Blackened Seeds. This will be my last book. I think that is a weird book, right? Isn't that like I have a cover in mind that I feel like a lot of people were like reading this book at a certain point in time, and if I remember it, it was like something very weird. Indeed, we will. We're looking forward to the project in the Discord. We're at 15 pages. No, how do we call that smiley? The ashamed smiley. It's not really ashamed. It's like the. In any case, you don't need to feel that way. 15 pages is definitely okay. I just came out of the shower. Nice little shower before bed. I mean, I don't think you will be going to bed right away, but it's nice to shower in the evening. Barbora, indeed. Did a productive first sprint, cleaned the kitchen, emptied the bin, and did some lawn. Ooh, I need to get my bin outside as well because tomorrow morning is collection. I also found you can do pomegranate seeds through oatmeal. Might try that tomorrow for breakfast. Definitely, you can do like any type of fruit in oatmeal. Is it good weird? No, it's not good weird. I'm just confused. Okay, I don't actually know what Lumberjanes is about, um, but now I'm even more like wondering what it could be about for it to be that weird. Indeed, how was your birthday? And how was the whole trip in total? Very much looking forward to hopefully a vlog about it. I'm currently obsessed with the Barbie soundtrack. It does not fit my current read, but I could not care less. Yeah, they had some really great music. And actually, I just watched your video about Oppenheimer suggestions earlier today, and I was thinking whether I had any books to recommend. I definitely have like two, three, counting Frankenstein, which would be an overlap with your video, but like I don't know whether I have more than that. Would be interesting to have a book that's kind of like that kind of reflects that sort of search for uh, a solution. But I guess what I can think of for that would be The Martian, which I didn't like, or Project Hail Mary, which I also didn't like. Blue is mood reads, so that's easy. Okay, I planned ahead. I'm considering a manga or a romance right now. Yeah. As I said earlier, I'm also like looking now at the mood reads that I can still do. I mean, if whatever because if I'm still gonna pick something extra up tonight, aside from Kushiel Scion and Buffy, it's gonna have to be a comic, so it has to be Angel Volume 2, which I mean, if it fits in for another prompt, perfectly fine. But at that point, I will have already completed 2 colors on the board, so we'll only have 3 prompts to choose from. So I think the mood will most likely be the most like the aspect that's the prompt that's most easily fits. There are positive aspects. They can help marginalized folks, especially in the LGBTQIA plus community, to find connections they can't find in hostile personal environments. Okay. Ah. Buffy just fell off the sofa more or less, and in her attempt to stay on the sofa, she absolutely grabbed my arm. Tomorrow will be my craft day, and then I will do it all. Yeah, I haven't thought of a craft. I mean, I haven't planned the craft in any case, so who knows whether I will do anything like that. I haven't planned any baking. I haven't done any planning. I will game, definitely. I will definitely do the gaming badge. I will definitely use that opportunity, either to allow myself the new Sims game, but I was kind of not going to do that anymore because I find myself not playing The Sims that often anymore, and it's like a lot of money for it. But what I should probably do is try to continue with Elden Ring again, because I haven't played that game in a while. The last few times have been really annoying because I'm always stuck. I'm so curious about Blackened Teeth. The I'm embarrassed but laugh it off smiley. I guess that would be the title. Yeah. They can also reduce prejudices against speak marginalized groups apparently, and they can help with feelings of loneliness for marginalized groups in general. Yeah, I guess indeed that is definitely a positive. I don't like my birthday, so it was nice considering that. We just walked around a bit, took some pictures, videos, had a glass of wine, read a lot, so it was pretty good, really. I'm happy that you had a great time. Like my birthday, I don't care about my birthday that much anymore compared to previous times. Like this year as well. Like for my birthday, I didn't actually do anything. It was a Saturday. I was at home, I guess, and I don't think I did anything. So yeah, I went to the cinema that evening because you get a free ticket to go to cinema. But if I didn't have that free ticket, would I have taken myself somewhere? Probably not. And I didn't like reach out to any friends to do something. But not because like I'm sure if I would do that, a lot of friends would be like, yeah, let's have a party or whatever. But I just don't really feel the need. It's just a day like another day. Yeah, it's a weird one, and it's giving me the Grudge feeling, so I like it so far. I mean, the cover definitely gives those vibes. It's Camp Book with Magical Creatures, right? For what? The Black and Teeth one, or I liked the concept of lumberjanes, but the concept artist changes got tiresome real quickly, and I felt it affected the story as well. Yeah, that's not that nice. I think like changes like that are never really great. Because I was watching reaction videos to the Harry Potter movies now I could really see like the change in the directors and how that like impacted the movies. Like the books, the movies that I like the most all share like a director, more or less. So to have like an art style, which especially for a comic book is so essential, much more essential than the story almost is that art style, because that's what's first like attracts people to a certain comic book to some extent. So changes in the art style in that sense are really annoying, I think. Yes, definitely plan to upload a vlog. Just to know when. I'd like to include some drone footage from Sweden, which needs to be approved, and that can take 5 weeks or so. So we'll see when that happens. You mean like some drone footage that somebody else has shot or what, or that you can download somewhere? Or if you take drone footage in Sweden, you have to ask for permission to upload it, or you had a lot of mood reads. I mean, to be fair, I don't think I had that many mood reads. Like, you guys gave me 2 mood reads. I used those, and I don't think that I ever chose mood reads aside from that. Like, what is this? First book, mood reads. Second book, already like what was that? Setting in a country I love. Third book was come on. That is a mood read. That was a mood read. So that's the second mood read. So indeed, 2 mood reads early on. But then we have like Cannibalism, Second Chance Author, Best Book of 2022, Disability Representation, Non-Human POV, Treat Yourself, Selfie Indie, Self-Pub or Indie, then mood read, so that's the third mood read, then Food Book, New to You Author. I went for a different book there, so I need to change that visual, but that is what is that? Read Outsides. Pio's BIPOC rep. The book that I'm currently reading, over 500 pages. Then Standalone, Non-Human POV. What is that one? Continue a series if I get to that, because that will be Buffy. And then if I get to Angel Volume 2, so far I've put that in as a mood read, but that could also go into something else if I need it, but I don't think I'll need it. I think I'll get through the pages I need for Kushia Sign without any worries. So that will be 3 mood reads on 20 books. So I think it's perfectly fine. Of course, for some prompts like read outside and treat yourself, you can actually mood read, but wait, where am I? Out for the cats, yes. I have planned 3 crafts. I've also planned way too much for gaming day. I'm a little bit back. I've read a few pages between doing all the other stuff. You made your own True. That's what I did on my birthday as well. I had my sprints for my readathon and cheats. Black and Teeth is not a camp book with magical creatures. I mean, I don't know anything about it. Does that have magical creatures? Hello, Chadia. Didn't know that, so yeah. You had 3 mood reads, right? And a treat yourself. Yeah. I mean, it's not that bad. Henrik has a drone and he allowed me to use it in vlog. And if you want to share any video or photo from drone from Sweden, you need to send it in to be approved. Luckily not the case with Norway. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I never voted mood read, but I guess I was always in the minority. I did actually vote for some blue ones. Yeah, nice. I kind of had to push you guys towards the blue one. Kind of had to be like, you guys never vote blue in order for you guys to vote blue. Food book was one prompt I avoided at all costs. I mean, I had some really good ones for that. The problem was that I didn't need a cluster that size, I think, at that point in time. Or like, yeah, it was because of the shortage before the weekend, right? Because I wanted to have food book and the next prompt done before the weekend so that I could have my own choices during the weekends. And then those books would have been too long. You do? Oh, wow, I didn't know that. Drone shots are so beautiful indeed. For the mood reads, I mean, you indicated that you were trying to sabotage me. Aren't all reads mood reads? I mean, if you're not in the mood, would you truly start a book unless it is for school? True, of course. But like the mood read prompt just means like carte blanche, basically. Like you can do whatever. It doesn't need to fit any sort of rules. Whereas with the other ones, you still need to find a mood read as in you want to read it, but it still needs to fit some arbitrary rule. Yes, Ralph, I've read very random books for GameNightAthon. Both were 5 stars. I read some books that were definitely not 5 stars during this month, but I also read some really good books. So I'm very happy with the random, like not random, but like the way in which books on my want to read list randomly got put to the front all of a sudden. I did gain 3.5 hours today already with Vic. Nice. Yeah, I'll have to like take a screenshot or something, I guess, of like the amount of time I've played Elden Ring beforehand, so that you can see how much was it? 10 hours? 10 hours is a lot. Was it 10 hours? Which does, of course, raise the question why I'm punishing myself with that parasocial book, Strange Moods I Must Be in. Yeah, it's your mood reads. Hello, hey Femke. Just came home from picking up my parents from the airport and bringing Dex back to him, and I already miss him. Oh. Yes, please. 10 hours. Exactly. Okay. I mean, if I'm really in like a gaming focus, I can actually do that. But then I forget to eat, so that's probably not that great. But I guess I don't have to do it all in one day. So I'll do like fair bits tomorrow, hopefully, and then some more over the weekend. And then I don't know what else I can do in terms of like the books, the adventure book. What am I reading right now? Kushiel Scion might turn into something adventurous, but I don't think I'll finish it this week. I also started it before the readathon. And then Legends and Lattes is supposed to be slice of life, so I'm not sure is that adventurous. I've had truly random books I forgot I wanted to read 2 years ago, and a damn romance. Yeah, you read a romance for me. Also, when you only play 5 hours, you only have to play 5 hours in next year camp. Huh? You can take them over? Please eat clear. Yeah, I mean, it's happened where I'm like gaming for hours on end, and then it's like, oh wait, did I actually have lunch? Oh no. Yeah, I guess it's time for dinner now. Got to page 97 during next sprints. Nick has a 3-hour time limit on his account. We went 30 minutes past that. So that's how I know. You went past the limits. He has limits. You're not allowed to go past it. Legends and Lattice is diverse, though. That also gives you. Okay, I was already wondering whether it was diverse because I have a feeling it will be, but I wasn't entirely sure. Kushiel Scion is also diverse, but as I indicated, I won't be finishing it. If his time is up for the day, it gives a notification. Nice. Yes, you can take all the time badges with you to the next one. Ah, okay. And yes, you can take them over. We plan ahead. Okay, time for another sprint, guys. Let's see each other in 40 minutes. So, how was that all for you guys? I am on 33%, so 6% to go. So, two more sprints, I think. So, should be okay for my progress for tonight. I should be able to do it. Where were you? It is a holiday, so it's okay this time, yeah. I'm not sure whether that was just a mistake or not. I meant last sprint indeed. Probably not far in next sprints because I have to go. Have fun. Have fun. I mean, I'm sure you're already long gone by this point in time, but I was happy to have you here. Hello, Daniela. Am I too late? No, never too late. We will definitely still do one more sprint. I'm not entirely sure if I'm gonna keep this up until midnight. Um, Probably would be for the best for me not to do that. For me to just stick to my regular schedule and then read the remaining pages I need to afterwards and then go to bed. But we will see. We will see what I will do. Hi, Alex, indeed. 30 pages and had dinner. Nice. Made dinner and am now eating. Just finished 4,000 Weeks by Oliver Burkeman. Never heard of it. About to finish Wolf Willow Witch, which means I'm about to complete my board. Yay! Congratulations. Less than 20 pages left now. I don't really enjoy the book. Don't know what it is with the Indian family stories this month. Yeah, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Unfortunately, you're on a losing streak now, so hopefully soon you'll find a book that turns things around. Read another chapter of Lumberjanes, like that better than the first. Also visited the owl. Visited the owl. Is that some sort of cryptic saying? Another 20 pages learned about non amicable parasocial relationships and hate watching. I've put Nick to bed and read chapter 2 of Lumberjanes, and I like that one more than the first chapter. Wait, you're both reading it at the same time? Finished Nick and Charlie, did the dishes, and started my next read. You're not supposed to die tonight. Read 44 pages, so if there are two more sprints, I can finish as well. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure yet whether I'm gonna do the two more sprints. In any case, you can still continue after my sprints if I just do the one more sprint. We will see. I mean, yeah, visiting the owl. Oh yeah, the owl probably has been bothering me as well. Yeah, there's a notification from the owl as well. Whoops. We are in sync. Yeah, apparently. I'm so curious what you think about it, Evke. Yeah. I have a question for you guys about GameNightAthon. Could you guys let me know? I mean, no worries if you don't want to let me know what your favorite thing about it was and what you would like to see changed for a new edition of it. Like, for example, the people who were able to finish their board, especially then people who were able to finish it like early on. Do you want some sort of a more like difficult modes? Like perhaps a bigger board or maybe more pages that need to be read to fill in a space, something like that. Here. And same thoughts about the first chapter, apparently. I mean, apparently it's very weird, I guess. No, I made myself edit after your sprints for the daily. No, I make myself edit after your sprints for the daily vlog. Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah. I read 12 pages and had dinner. So if I go until midnight and you're forced to read until midnight, but if I quit earlier, you can still edit. Now, I don't know which decision is the better one for you. I read 12 pages and had dinner. Lovely. Yeah, next sprint is my duo time too. Yeah, I typically just do Duolingo right before like going to bed, or I forget about it. I think I think I have fully equipped streak freezes, so I could just ignore Duolingo today, I think. Right. Can I see my streaks? 2 out of 2 equipped. Whoop, we can just ignore Duolingo today. Well, so far the start is action-packed. Okay. I'm almost done with my TBR, but what do they mean with the clothing on cover prompts from Magical Readathon? A person wearing clothes. Yeah, it's a bit weird, right? Because I think, because I watched her video with the like 20,000 recommendations for Magical Readathon, and I think she put Heartstopper as a recommendation for that prompt. Because otherwise, I could kind of still think it was maybe like a book that just has a piece of clothing on there, like I don't know, lying on the floor, or something like The Woman with the Purple Skirt, where like a piece of clothing is part of the title. But I think she gave like a Heartstopper as a recommendation there. But you could go and look in that video. I'm not entirely sure anymore how far in the video it is, and I don't think it is like chaptered probably because she goes through so many prompts. But you could get some recommendations there, or maybe like depending on your career, maybe somebody has like a story graph challenge out for it. I made one for my careers. I don't think anybody else is in my reading challenges yet. But maybe some of the other careers have more people joining in the story graph challenges, and so you might get some ideas that way. Nice. I like the size of the board and the page numbers especially. I'm a short fiction girly at heart, so I loved all the chances to read books under 200 pages. Nice. I just got to bed and ready to listen to my book. Lovely. I love that I was forced to pick the best route points-wise. This made me pick up books I otherwise wouldn't have and ended up loving them. Lovely. Cloth-bound cover, she meant, I believe. Ah, okay. So if there is a cloth-bound edition of it, you can read that. Okay. I would not have made that out of it. I did like the size and the page numbers too. Suggestion, put another shape instead of the triangle, maybe a flower or a tree or a leaf or something. Yeah, basically, as I said in the Discord, basically I was just going for like random shapes. And then when I got to like the red color, I was like, oh, what shape can I still fit in here? Well, I guess we'll try a cloud. But indeed, I didn't really strategically think about which shapes actually make it onto covers. Can be wrong. You could check the announcement video again. Yeah, probably she gave some sort of a minor description of what she means with the prompt in there as well, indeed. Or you can just like ask it on Discord as well. I asked for help with my card, my tarot cards, because I don't know what to do with my tarot cards. But what I'm also thinking about for the next round, maybe doing, is like having the option of combining two clusters. If you combine like the two prompts, and then like if you want to color match, you do have to like match both colors. You cannot just match one of the colors and then count it a color match. That would be a way to get like some longer books in there as well, perhaps. And I might probably do a difficulty mode just for the people who are like done with the board after like midway through the month, that they can have like either more pages to fill up the same amount of spaces or a bigger board or a combination of both. Almost at page 100. Woohoo! And also cleaning. Less woohoo, but still good on you. Hopefully not cloud-bound, because it means I have to read a classic. I disappeared, but I have returned. Hello to the return of Jester. Also, my brain was somehow confused that the heart was green, the cloud was red, and the stars were blue. I always had to double check. A blue cloud and a yellow star would have been a bit easier. I guess it would have been easier, but I actually intentionally kept the shapes in a different color than the color you associate with the shape for some reason. Though a yellow circle is pretty standard, I guess, because it's an easy association with the sun, I guess. Anybody surprised that my book for first book you see on social media is Fort Wing? I was surprised that Becca didn't get that. She ended up getting like Encyclopedia of the something with fairies thing, right? I didn't have that prompt, which I think is perhaps also good for me because I have a very small TBR. I guess it can go off of my want to read list, but there's a very wide range there, so it could also end up being something like super heavy or dry. That would have ended because for example, on YouTube at least, I've been getting a lot of recommendations now for book or long list content because I've been watching a lot of videos about it. So who knows what it would have thrown at me. Yes, I thought that you made that on purpose, just didn't yeah didn't match too well with my ever logic searching brain. I did manage to. I'm sure that clothes on the cover would be okay too. I don't have that prompt, so I could have mixed it up. Yeah, I wasn't really fully paying attention to it. It was more like a video that was on in the background because, in principle, I have books for everything at this point in time for Magical Readathon. The only thing that I haven't assigned a prompt to, a book to, is then that my tarot card. Because I wasn't really sure with my tarot card. I have multiple options at this point in time, but I'm still not entirely happy about the options. And then something like the levitations one, I think, the one that is like read without touching the floor. That one I think I also just kept empty because I have a few books that I'm going to read that, for example, for Cat Lady Readathon, I don't think I've put any of my 2 books for Cat Lady Readathon into a prompt, so I could put either one of those into that prompt, for example. No surprise, Fort Wing came up. Nope, indeed. Yeah, it's everywhere now, of course. I still actually want to read it. I want to see what my experience with it would be. I want to like make a disability and fantasy video about it, but it's not a high priority for me. So when will I ever do it? In principle, I should do it now because now it's popular. So now people will actually watch the video, but I watched the first steps into Magical Readathon the other day, and oh my, that's quite a journey. Haven't decided yet if I want to join. Certainly not for August. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how much you need to catch up a lot of the stuff, or can you just go into the August Readathon without catching up? Because if you need to catch up, then yeah, of course, you still need to do quite a fair few of prompts in order to get there. I think I see Fort Wing every time I open Goodreads and I have zero interest. Yeah, my interest is only for the disability representation, basically. I mean, I also love books with dragons, but because I know it's like a smutty book with dragons, the smut part definitely negates the dragon part. But then the disability representation part is what's making me um, interested. I'm back. Plans changed. I'm at page 112. Okay, back to reading. I have multiple options for the color prompt too. I got orange and it will just depend on my mood. I had a random color generator, an orange one. The Martian. The cats all jumped up over here. I also have that sometimes when like a cat's on a vlog or something is making noise, or like there's a cat fight going on TV. I wouldn't have to do a lot, just create a character and read the instructions into characters and islands and stuff, but still it feels like a lot. Yeah, I mean, I think I just chose the prompts that suited me there, and so the prompts kind of decided on my character rather than me deciding my character and reading the books that I needed to get that character. I don't even remember much about my character to be fair. I know her the backstory, but like what race is my character? Who knows? I too love dragons, but my dislike of romance definitely outweighs the lure of Dragon's Law. Yeah. Though sometimes I do love that sort of like fast-paced, angsty teen romance, though like very, very rarely, need to even these out across the year. I will be off for today. Thank you for the lovely sprints and Cleo and everyone. Have a nice evening, you all. Thank you for being here. Have a lovely evening and sleep tight. Definitely chess, yeah. I don't have a character. I just picked the things I liked best for me too. Exactly. And the board is done. Sharing it in Discord as well. I already forgot because I think I checked it earlier today how many people had completed the board, and I've already forgotten how many it were. So, no idea how many of you are to have completed it now, but I'm happy to see a lot of people still like completing it here in the last few days. I was really not that sure that people were going to be able to complete it. I definitely cannot complete it, so definitely indicating how slow of a reader I am. Good night, good night, good night. Congrats, Sarah, indeed. Good night. And then maybe another one, a question for you guys is, did you have a favorite prompt in here? And if you could add a prompt, what prompt would you like me to add? Cannot make any promises for remembering that for next year, but I do like I made my prompt so super vague that I'm now like, yeah, but what type of prompts I'm gonna choose next year because I still want them to be very broad. But I already chose so many of the broad things, and definitely certain things that will definitely always come back. I will still have the mood reads. We'll definitely still have the representation prompts. And I also want to keep certain like stuff where it's just like an activity based prompt rather than a reading based prompt. Uh, wait, where? Because all of a sudden, okay, I'm not even near finishing it. Yeah, definitely there are a lot of people like me as well who are nowhere near finishing it. But that's why I think like I need a either a bigger board for some people or like a hard mode when it comes to the page counts, because definitely for some people it is more achievable than for others. I gave up because I wanted to binge read One Piece. I mean, you can for all of the mood reads you can count it. I don't know for all of the other prompts, but you have 5 prompts every single time to choose from, so there's a big chance that you can make it work. I'm shocked I completed it or will in a few minutes. Nice, because that was my secret stretch goal. Yeah, I didn't actually think I was going to get there, and I'm quite happy to realize that I just know myself because I was there. I was not there. I mean, like halfway through, I guess. I haven't marked my progress for the past few days. I will have to log all of those later, but I think I was at like 45 spaces or so. So I will probably get to the halfway mark because I'll have 6 marks for Crucial Scion, 3 for Greek lessons, 3 for War and Peace, so that's already 12. 2 more, 14, potentially 2 more, 16. So potentially 16 more, which would put me somewhere in the 60 spaces out of a board of 105. So I'll get to fill half of it. I counted Wolf, Willow, Witch for the color match, but you just gotta trust me that the colors will match when the cover is revealed next month. We trust you. Rosie picks your next book prompt. You want that to be it? You want to have the full control over everybody's reading. I don't know whether that prompt would be. I could imagine that prompt actually being super popular because people would just want to see what you would do. You know we love the mood reads though. Exactly. I mean the mood reads aren't going anywhere. I did have lots of fun with the game. That's nice. I also love the random book prompt for the year, book from the year prompt. Yeah, that should make a comeback, but then a different random year. Maybe I should do something like super old, like 1927. Watch that be the prompt next year. Would love a disability rep prompt. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely keeping the disability. Sorry, it was there and it will stay there. The disability rep and the LGBTQIA plus rep and the BIPOC rep, they will definitely stay. Because I mean, if I even for a small smidgen help push people into reading books like that, even though they have 4 other choices and they can absolutely avoid it if they want to, but I will always want to encourage people to do it and reward people for doing it. I just like prompts that are vague enough to twist into whatever genre you favor. Exactly. That is also definitely part of the like direction I wanted to go in. I want them to be. I want it to be like a readathon that you can, damn it, that you can do whatever genre you read. Back to this conversation after another sprint, guys. Hello. So, you guys may have seen I put on the short sprint because I am feeling tired. I do need to read after these sprints as well because I still need to finish this. I'm 36% in. As I said, I need to be at 39% in order to count this. And then ideally, though actually I'm pretty sure that I don't earn much from finishing Buffy Volume 3. I'll have to check it again once I've done my reading in Kushiel Scion. But so depending on what it can actually earn me, I might actually not even attempt that tonight because I'm starting to get really, really sleepy. So in order to not fall asleep in front of you guys, I'm going to take the um, safe route and not continue on for further sprints. Though, of course, after these, you guys and me still have 2 hours left, depending on your time zone. If you started in another time zone, you can continue in that time zone. That we already attempted. Of course, even mind 1800. Yeah, you're thinking even more evilly because I was first gonna say like something like 1537, and then I was like, yeah, no, that's probably a little bit too difficult. But the 1800s is also already quite difficult, I think. More manageable than the 1500s, of course, but I love the first person POV, friend rec, random year, and the cover prompts as you had to combine two cover prompts. Yeah, exactly. True. First person POV, I also kind of wanted you guys to vote for. I don't actually remember what I had for down for it. Was it Greek lessons? Because I've read Greek lessons now and it had a first person POV. But yeah, it was fun to kind of go through the books and find something for it. I always have trouble with the ones that seem specifically geared toward contemporary and romance readers, of which I am not. Like what's coming of age? Because coming of age, I actually found way too difficult myself, so that one is not coming back. Because I also, when I was contemplating that one, I was like, okay, what do I do with this one? Like, should I? Is this book coming of age enough? I would love an intersectional main character. That's a good one. Yeah, that one definitely would be a nice one to have the three representation prompts, and then to have an additional intersectional one, which is actually one that I can use for as well for the next round. That is the other game. So hopefully, if I can get everything done in time and not procrastinate too much, I might do another round in December, which is a different game. Always found family a bit difficult as I often don't know what that before reading, and the indie pub was challenging as well. The indie self pub is always challenging. In this case, I went for a translated book. A lot of books in translation are from smaller presses, so that was already, that was an easy route for me in that sense. But when it comes to like fantasy and stuff like that, I find that a lot more difficult, or like really like popular stuff, because definitely in literary fiction there's quite a lot that is actually indie, but finding out whether it is or not can be a little bit complicated. Finished the last official book of the readathon. I couldn't fill the whole board, but I'm still very happy. We'll probably log another one for my audiobook later, but a lot of space for my audiobook later, but won't finish it. Yay for you finishing the readathon. And yeah, I'm also not filling the board. No worries there. Also, I just bought the ebook from Foundry site so I can start straight into the magical readathon tomorrow. I'm already reading for the magical readathon, I actually think I've completed a few prompts. No, not. I've completed one prompt definitely, right? Why do I completed two, right? I had Greek lessons I completed a prompt with, the book cat I completed a prompt with, and if I were to still put Buffy into my evening, then that will also be another prompt that's already filled. And then Kushiel Scion is of course another prompt, but I won't be finishing it. Hello everyone, hey Kate, back from a day out at the seaside and about ready for bed, but wanted to say hi. Hello! Hello. I have one paper left in the book, but I might push that to tomorrow. This fucker is more dense than I am, and that's saying a lot. Get some sleep. I'm off to bed. Read 25 pages of The Shadow Rising. Nice. I did dishes and set up the crafting table, getting ready for tomorrow. I've read another 2.5 chapter of Lumberjanes. Nice. 51 pages to go. Hello. A lot of my books had first person POV, but I didn't pick it as a prompt. Yeah, that happens a lot of times, of course, that you're like reading something and then you're like, ah, this would have been perfect for this or that prompt. I think I came across another cannibalism reference. I write in The Martian, right? There was a reference to cannibalism at one point in time, and I was like, oh, this could have been my cannibalism book. And I'm still like, I wish I would have had a better cannibalism book. It just has a mention of cannibalism. Sleep tight, indeed. We need to see the crafting table. Yeah. Already in the camp Discord. Okay, going to read Lumberjanes Volume 1. Yeah, that's is actually also something I want to read this week, and it's not on my Magical Readathon TBR, but maybe, oh, maybe I need to check that cover to see if something of it matches my tarot cards. I actually read this time and did not get distracted by Discord. I'll check it now. Well done, Denise. Indeed, well done for not getting distracted. Percy Jackson and Harry Potter coming of age. Yeah, definitely. I mean, you can definitely find a lot of coming of age books, but to find like in your TBR that you have lying around, whether a book is coming of age or not. Found family is of course the same, but you can kind of make assumptions for certain things. I don't know if you're reading about school setting or something, you can kind of assume that there's gonna be a friend group, a heavy friend group that is like thick as thieves by the end of it, so that can kind of work as a found family. Some premises kind of can make you go assume that there's found family, but there are also a lot of times in which you recognize something as found family while reading it, but you wouldn't necessarily go into it with that expectation. I will share it in a video. I will make a video for it. We all know my procrastination with videos, but I'm really planning. I have the day off tomorrow, so that's why I originally put it as log until 12 tomorrow, so that I had time after 12 to do it. But you guys have the full extra day to do it, which means that I have to create these stats outside of my working hours. But I'm definitely hoping that somewhere in the weekends, hopefully, I will have a video premiere with all of the stats and like the leaderboard and stuff like that, including stats like how many extra pages we read in total and all those things, as well as the person who got the most points with the least amount of books and stuff like that. So yeah, there's definitely a stats video coming. I think YA is coming of age most of the time. Definitely has that coming of age aspect to it. So YA is an easy sort of like, I'm guessing it'll be there type of solution, but I don't read a lot of YA. I don't get along with a lot of YA, so then I'm also like not willing, like I don't want to choose that. Malice by John Gwynne is also coming of age. Yeah, but that's also a brick of a book, of course. Okay, just walk the dog and back for a bit. Hello. Coming of age is my favorite trope. So we need so this so we can just change the coming of age trope with have Rosie choose your book prompts, and it will be the exact same result then. Except we won't have to look for the book. You will be the one giving us the book. But I don't feel coming of age is YA. Yeah, coming of age is still a little bit different than YA, of course, but it's easier to consider like, okay, if you pick a YA book, it will most likely have coming of age tropes in it. One Piece is also found family. Here you go. Just want you all to read my favorite series. Yeah, I don't know whether I'll ever get sucked in just because of the sheer amount there is of it, Plus, I'm also not somebody who is really like sticking to these types of things. I'm very proud that in this month I finally watched the final episode of Queen Charlotte, the TV show, which means I now only have one TV show of which I've watched everything except for the final episodes. So when things are like episodical, it's difficult for me to stick to them, to continue on. Daughter of the Moon Goddess is also coming of age. Yeah, it would have actually worked for me to read the sequel, Heart of a Sun Warrior, for this, which is also a yellow book, so it could have actually worked, but I didn't place it anymore. But so, I want to thank you guys all for participating in my readathon. I've been having an amazing month, and I'm very much looking forward to another round of this. But we are not done yet. 2 hours you guys have still left, most of you, I think, in order to get as much reading in as possible. And I'm definitely going to try and finish this and hopefully still get to Buffy. But yeah, I'm still going to do a video as I said, with all the stats, and I'll still see you guys in the Discord as well. Good luck for the final 2 hours. I'll still go through these final comments. Cannibalism was my hardest prompt. Thankfully, I didn't find a book for it. Didn't have to find a book for it. Love non-human POV. Thank you. You're welcome. Thanks for sprints and readathon. You're welcome. You're welcome. Have a good night. Yes, you all as well. I'm happy you guys enjoyed it. Yes, and with that, I'm wishing you all a lovely evening and good luck for the final hours.